One of the things we talk about is employee engagement, because we can have the best laid plans, we can have the best equipment, we can have the best people, but if these people are not engaged, then that's a problem. Maybe in 2 sentences, what are we doing on that front, or what do we continue to do on that front?
There's a lot we're doing, but I think the biggest thing that we must do on that front is to look at that direct relationship between an employee, and each of us is an employee, and the manager. That is where the magic happens. Because if that is addressed and is handled correctly, then this employee will be engaged. And what does that look like? Break it down to think about whether it's in the workplace or outside the workplace, the relationships that have really left you feeling connected to a cause, willing to put your neck out for that cause, find solutions. Don't be defeated in the moment to say, I really didn't know what to do. That's what it means. That's what it takes. It's just that connection. I think that there are certain things that we have within our overall organization culture that we need to amplify, speak about the good stuff, be ready to recognize people when they do great things. And great things is not, I have delivered on a major project. No, on a daily basis, if I go home having accomplished everything I set out to do, I hope that somebody is giving me a tap on the shoulder and saying, good job, right? So we need to simplify and live these, touch points in a very day-to-day, very in a very organic way. So we'll talk about giving direction. We now know, I think all of us know, what our ambition is for this year. What are we doing about it, and how are we making sure that everybody is connected to that ambition, that everybody feels that they have a role to play in delivering that ambition, and when they do, we're there to say, well done, good job.
I like that. How do you appreciate people in the simplest way possible? And I guess part of drawing that straight line from the objectives is the work, what do you call it, the KPIs. Maybe remind people about that.
How to
to make sure they do them.
Yeah, everyone needs to make sure they do them. We spoke today about what we're calling compliance, the reasons why we do the things we do, and needing to get better about it. And all that means is, let it not be another tick the box exercise. HR is asking for this stuff, let's just tell them it's done, tick the box. You go and write up. I remember somebody once told me that they'd been copy pasting their objectives on a yearly basis for almost 5 years, and nobody had ever held them to account or questioned them. Until one day someone said, but hey, wait a minute, these objectives are not aligned to the function you're in. And they're like, oh, somebody finally noticed because I copy paste them year on year. Let's not think we're doing this for somebody else. There's a lot that this is hinged on. It is our ability to draw that connectedness to the overall goal. It is our ability to hold ourselves and ultimately our teams as well accountable to something. Then it is where we will draw the rewards collectively once we have all achieved what we need to achieve. And where we don't achieve, we can take a step back and say, what could I have done differently? What could I have done better? But each of us knowing what we were meant to do. So everybody, please go out there and set proper objectives that are aligned to your role and the overall organization goal.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have
sana.
enjoyed this conversation.